The High Court has just ruled that allegedly transphobic tweets from a former police officer were lawful, and Humberside Police interfered with his right to freedom of expression. Harry Miller from Lincolnshire challenged police guidance on hate incidents against transgender people after he was officially logged for comments he made on social media. Mr. Miller claims the guidelines issued by the College of Policing have had a chilling effect on freedom of expression. Let's bring in our legal eagle, Clive Coleman, at the High Court. Clive, tell us more about this ruling.
Well, just to give you a little bit of background on this, so this guidance that the police apply arose out of the Stephen Lawrence case, and the idea is that you damp down on non-crime hate incidents before they escalate into serious hate crime. Now, Harry Miller regularly tweets. He is very much of the view that a man cannot become a woman. He says this is all, his tweets are in the context of a debate the government have invited in relation to the reform of the Gender Recognition Act. The proposed reforms would make it easier for a man to be legally recognised as a woman, and vice versa. If proposed reforms go through, there'd be a greater element of self-identification. Currently, it's a very long and very stringent process for that to take place. Now, what the judge has ruled today is that the guidance that allows the police to log these non-crime hate incidents, and Joanna, they can be turned up on an advanced disclosure and barring check, so they do have a real consequence. He's ruled that the system, the guidance, is lawful, but the way it was applied by Humberside Police in the case of Harry Miller was unlawful. The fact that they logged 31 of his tweets, that they went to his place of work, that he was interviewed by a police officer and told that if he didn't desist then he could be prosecuted. Very strong words from Mr. Justice Knowles this morning. He says that freedom of speech without the right to irritate, if you like, is not worth having. He said we've never had a GESTAPO or a STARZI in this country, and so the actions of Humberside Police were disproportionate in relation to Mr. Miller's exercise of his right to free speech. I should say that trans groups very much are of the view that these incidents should be logged, not just to protect transgender people, but to protect everybody. And this is a very, very heated and often acrimonious debate with very strong and passionate views held on both sides. And I anticipate that trans groups will be extremely concerned about the ruling today.
Thank you, Clive. The pop star Billie Eilish